Kia ora students, you should be here if you are ready to write your argument sentence. Not if you just feel like watching the video and not doing work, but if you are actually ready to write it. So by now you should have a very thorough plan and you should have your context sentence written. So don't be writing your argument sentence until you have done those things. Here is our steps that we're going through. We're up to step 5B, writing an introduction. Here is the whole essay if you need to remind yourself. Here is our introduction if you need to remind yourself. And we are up to writing the argument sentence. Now, hopefully the word argument is one that you are familiar with. That's really what an essay is. It's an argument. I'm asking you a question and you have to argue one way or the other. So in your introduction, it is very important that you tell your reader what your argument is going to be. If you don't do that, they won't know where you are headed and they're probably going to lose interest or get confused. So it's very good to do that towards the beginning of your essay. Outline what your argument is going to be. So let's have a look at why I've highlighted these words. When strong-willed Vima and Juno forge an unlikely friendship, we come to learn how loyal, accepting and trusting they both are. Strong-willed Vima and Juno. This is where you connect to the question, which asks about a relationship. My overall argument is that Vima and Juno's relationship is important. So right there, the marker, the reader knows that you have chosen a question today, you haven't memorized an essay, and that you are answering a very specific question. So strong-willed Vima and Juno. I'm talking about their relationship and I've made it very clear what kind of personalities I think they have. Where I say unlikely friendship, I'm describing the relationship. I know already that it's not a love story, that it's not a mother-daughter relationship. You need to let us know what the relationship is. So similarly, if you are working on a setting question, you need to say what the setting is. You need to actually say, on an island in the middle of the ocean. Or if you are doing the ideas question, where you're talking about themes and ideas, you need to take the time to actually say what the idea is. If you miss those important bits of information, your reader will be completely lost, especially if they've never read Juno of Taris. And you should be assuming that they haven't read Juno of Taris. So you need to let them know, okay, Vima and Juno, they aren't sisters, they aren't boyfriend and girlfriend, they are an unlikely friendship. And here I'm actually telling you where my essay is going. These are the 3 paragraphs that I'm going to talk about. I'm going to say how they are loyal, accepting and trusting, and that's the body of my essay. That's how I'm going to prove my argument. That's how I'm going to show you that their relationship is important. So now you are ready to go and write your own argument sentence. Just like with the context sentence, I really recommend that you don't look at mine. You might want to follow the same structure, but it's going to distract you, especially seeing as you're doing a different question from me. So re-watch it if you need to, write things down if you need to, but then try to do your own argument sentence independently of looking at the video, because otherwise it'll get you really confused. Write your argument sentence before you move on to writing your summary sentence, before you go and watch that summary tutorial, because otherwise you'll just get confused about which one's which. So write the argument sentence first and then you can move on to the next tutorial.